All right, everyone, let's bow our heads for a moment in prayer. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Acting stupid. What's happening? Give me your wig. Give me your wig. Give me your wig. Give me your wig. 'Cause it seems like you are thrilled with it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my over-the-top channel where I do the most for no reason at all. I'm your host, Adrian, and I'm here to let you know that you need to take your ass on over to patreon.com/AdrianExpression and sign up. You will love Patreon, of course, if you want extra content, if you want access to my podcast, but also if you want to hear me talk about topics that are a little bit more difficult for me to do on YouTube. So check out patreon.com/AdrianExpression if that sounds like something you're interested in. All right, so I wanted today's video to be fun. It is the end of the week or the weekend, depending on whenever you're watching this, and we need something to lift our spirits up. And it seems like the whole music industry had that idea as well, because everybody was just dropping heat, dropping albums, dropping singles. I was like, okay, hold on, slow down. Now, before I get into that, I'm definitely not going to give away any spoilers. I will just say that Alucard deserved better. That's all I'm saying. But I was definitely getting my entire life binging Castlevania Season 3. I know because I mentioned it a couple of videos ago, I think. Some of you were just like, girl, I'm ready for it. Catch me on Twitter if you want to talk about that shit, because, girl, it's just vampires and powers and magic. So while I was doing that, watching the new season, I'm just getting news that all these artists finna drop. I'm just like, ooh, yeah. If this is any indication as to what our summer is going to be looking like, I'm very excited to see it. I don't know if all the artists were just in some type of seasonal depression, and now that winter is slightly taking her annoying ass heel off of our necks, maybe they came out the woodwork and say, hey, what's up? You know, I'm ready to create some stuff, but I'm very happy about it. Not only because of all of the drama that's been going on between her and her label, Rock Nation, all of that, but because she has released a whole new ass EP. She's not calling it an album, I don't think. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's just an EP, and she wanted to give something to the fans. Like I said, this comes after all of this drama between her label and the contracts, whatever, the judges. I remember telling y'all that Carl, the head of her label, went and tried to petition a judge like, girl, I need to stop this music from dropping on Friday, and the judge said, girl, no ma'am. That's what the judge said. She said it just like that too. Girl, no ma'am. And Megan came out with this hot ass album. Before I get into it a little bit, on Spotify it has already passed like 1 million streams. And what's interesting is that I saw this being posted on social media. There goes 1501 saying that, you know, they haven't heard this album or anything. It's crazy. It's crazy. All this news and Carl trying to drag her on Billboard and all of that, it only served to further push her album, maybe bring it to more people's attentions and timelines. Now, when someone starts an album by saying, and let me look at it, I lost my mama and my granny in the same month, just understand that they didn't come to play nice with you. I mean, that's the first thing that I heard when I pressed play on the album. Sis said, I lost my mama and granny in the same month. Somebody who starts off something like that, they're not coming to play with you. They're not playing nice. They're not trying to, they don't say excuse me when they walk by you. They're pushing past you and just taking a seat on their throne where they belong. That's it. I'm gonna tell you my favorite songs on the album. I already tweeted it out, but it needs to be reiterated. That is Rich, that's Savage, that's Ain't Equal, and that's Miss Captain Hook. Captain Hook got me hooked. And speaking of Captain Hook, that hook is cute with that, yeah. One of the lines that I definitely can relate with is when she said, mandatory that I get the head, but no guarantees on the penetration. And there's nothing that resonated with my soul and spirit so much than that line. Megan, you spoke it. You spoke freedom, liberation into the lives of not only women, but gay men. And speaking of that same song, I heard a line, something like, I'm texting with a fire-ass like chick, basically, because we freaky and stuff. I'm like, Megan, you know, that's something that the timeline would like to see. We'd like to see it. bring it to the forefront. We just seen you dance and act a little drunk in your lives and stuff with girls, but what I'm saying is it would rejuvenate my soul and spirit if maybe you had some lesbiana action going on within a video, with like a music video I'm talking about. I don't know, but I would definitely like to see that as a proud member of the LGBT community. Megan Thee Stallion actually was extremely disrespectful. One of the lines from Savage that really stuck out to me was, "Sis, that's my trash, you the maid, so you bagged him." I said, yeah, at this time it's just time for us to check out, collect our edges somewhere. They might be burnt up in ashes. I don't know where they are. But it's time for us to go ahead and call it quits. I thought the slower songs were cute. I remember when I saw the track list, I'm like, okay, like I wonder what Crying in the Car is gonna be. And it was cute, like the lyrics and stuff, talking about the hard times that she faced. Oh, don't give up on me and all this. But I think that because I'm such a disrespectful, homosexual, slightly ratchet type of person, that the energy that I'm used to, or the energy that I most respond to from Megan, is that arrogant rich woman talk that she does all the time. So now that I've listened to the whole album, I can see how the sound of BITCH fits directly into Megan's album. It's giving me like some type of funk vibes, you know? Because before it was a freestyle and then she put it to this instrumental and I was just like, okay, I get it. But I wasn't expecting that. But now that I see the full body of work, I'm like, ah, okay, BITCH fits directly, like right in there. Also, I thought Megan looked amazing in that video. She's introducing us to this new character. She talks to herself. One of the standout moments for me, and I'm sure it made a whole lot of hetero men stand up, was when she was twerking in that jacuzzi. I don't know where she was. She was twerking while looking into the camera. I was like, sis, there's something riling up in my spirit, okay? I was like, look, I might have to go back to the board with this sexuality thing, sis, because the way that she was moving, I was like, huh? Hello, sweetie. Speaking of the music industry, I want someone to love me, okay? As much as Celine Dion loves not hurting people's feelings.
I surrender. You're amazing.
Wow, what a rendition. I would have added an adjective before the word rendition, but you know, we don't have to go there. Celine Dion did a fist bump, but you know, if the actual Illuminati was real, I know she probably wanted to use her hand to do something different, like some Illuminati signals to teleport herself away from that moment at that particular moment. You hear what I'm saying? So who else dropped? Lil Uzi dropped. I have not had a chance yet to listen to all of the songs. Who else? Cupcake, she came out with a song called Loud Jesus or something like that. And honestly, every time I see Cupcake on my timeline, I love how she finessed everybody. I love how she, but it wasn't even a finesse, because I feel like if you want to rap about sex, you can do that. I mean, men have been doing it for the longest, and you can do it explicitly, as nasty as you want to be. But a lot of people automatically pair sex or vulgarity with lack of talent or lack of skill. And I love that Cupcake, every single time, she shows y'all that, yeah, she's funny and she does like to rap about what she likes to rap about, sex, whatever. But do not get her confused. The good sis has bars. That's just it. I think I'm really in my music zone, because I'm trying to cook up some more I'm trying to cook up a little small project for y'all for the summer. So I'm trying to like experiment with different genres and like expand and just go a little harder than I did before. So now, so I see all these artists doing stuff, I'm just like, oh shit, you know, it's really cool right now. And I'm trying to make something that y'all would really like. So Demi Lovato released this really cool song called I Love Me, and she was singing her face off. The production was sickening, and I love the music video because we got to see a lot. I mean, the song is about turmoil, internal turmoil, loving yourself, obviously, trying to accept yourself, and you know, as we see in the music video, fighting with yourself. I mean, sis was tossing herself around the whole house, breaking glass tables and columns and stuff. I said, that's exactly how it feels in your mind when you're going through something, or that depression kicks in, you start beating yourself up. Sis said she got a black belt in beating herself up, but she know how to love everybody else. I was like, wow, that speaks to so many people. That speaks to me. When you take a look at artists who allow their work to reflect their life, you can see how their work moves. I mean, because we were just talking about Demi Lovato singing her heart out, like heartbroken, at, was it the Grammys? I can't remember if it was the Grammys. The song was basically about her struggling with addiction and all of that. But now that she's moving to a different place, you can see, I mean, I love me. Like, it's self-explanatory. But I just thought that not only was the song cool, but the music video was genius. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So yeah, when this news broke, I knew that a lot of you would want me to talk about it. It's just very weird. You know, these types of subjects with YouTube, I don't know, I gotta tread lightly. But Miss Patty girl, y'all girl, Nicki Minaj, I don't know what she gonna do if she has to list one of her houses on that list. That's all I'm gonna say on that list. Somebody neglected to register, and I'm not talking about register to vote, okay? I don't know what she gonna do. She got to list that thing. She gonna have to, I don't know, girl, rent out a long-term Airbnb or something and post up in there and just get the address. I don't know, girl. But the weird thing to me is everyone was telling her, like, sis, please, what are you doing? What are you doing, Carl? You can never really get into the mind of these celebrities, especially when fame can really do a number on people, you know? But this thing, to me, the reason why it's so annoying and weird and gross is because it's entirely avoidable, you know? Especially with warning after warning after warning. So I don't know what's going on with it. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because I really don't want to. I feel like if I say his name too many times, he's gonna start knocking on one of my doors in here. So it's giving me very much Candyman type of tease. And girl, if it's not Yahya, I really don't care about no nigga come visit me, okay? Yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about. I honestly cannot wait until all these songs hit the clubs and all this music that has been released hits the scene and stuff. I know that the way that my ass is shaped is given very much notebook paper, you know, the way that it is so flat, and I pretend like it's not in the songs that I write. My booty is definitely serving all types of composition notebook with the way that it's a long, very long back, but that is not going to stop me, okay, from trying to move it around to these songs that have just been released. I'm ready. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Like I said before, make sure that you check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AdrianExpression. I love you all so much, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.